Dear laureates of the International History Olympiad in Princeton, you had a great passion for the history. Your passion led you to be here with us today. This is why, by your hard work, dedication, and enthusiasm, you joined a special group of young people from all over the world and you took up the competition. It is very important to know the history. It is said that the history is the greatest teacher. I believe that. That is why we are here. International History Olympiad is being held for the first time on the Polish history and culture. I'm very delighted that during the last days you heard so much about Polish culture, history and heritage. We can see right now the pictures connected with the Polish sabers, but also the history of my family. So today I will tell you a little bit about the history of my family and about the sabers, because I want to inspire you to see that the Polish saber is much more than just an item. It's Polish heritage, it's Polish culture, and Polish soul. You saw the exhibition, The Arms of the Heroes of Independence, in Princeton, and you will see it even more on Sunday at the USS Intrepid. The saber have a unique place in the history of Poland, but it also have a unique place in the history of my family. When I was a child, I always remember that the sabers are everywhere at my home. My family, for generations, is dedicated to the history of Polish saber. And my father, who is an international expert of the Polish saber, who devoted his personal work to show the beauty of the saber, and his work today is presented for you. He told me when I was a child that Polish saber was always our link between the past and the present. First, it was used, of course, during the war times. It was used through the centuries, but then it became much more than just an item, just a war item. It became a symbol of our culture. It became a symbol which was used centuries ago to baptize the children. Children were baptized on the crossed sabers. Sabers were present during the weddings in Poland. Sabers were the most precious and important gift, which was given and passed from the generation to generation. So that was the most precious thing. And during the times of occupation, during the times when Poland was not even on the map of the world's map, always the sabers were the greatest value, which was given from the father to the son as a symbol of the history of the family, but also as a great symbol of our heritage, our history, our culture. The saber have a unique place in our history, but is also a part of our national anthem. It's our national pride, and it's very present in our culture and even in Polish language. The Polish soul is enchanted in the Polish saber. I heard it so many times, and I always tell it to everyone who is asking me why the saber is so important for us Poles. Even children sometimes ask why the saber is so often in the Polish homes, in the Polish houses, above the fireplace, in the main place, in the heart of the house. Just because this is much more than just a thing. It's a symbol of our history and heritage. On November 11, 1918, we regain independence after 123 years. So we can imagine that Poland was not on the maps of the world, of the Europe's maps, for 123 years, few generations. Polish people were not able to use Polish language. The country didn't exist on the map, but it was real and it existed in the people's hearts. And that was the time when the Polish saber played a great role. One of the sabers, which you see here, was buried by the general in the ground in his garden before the Warsaw Uprising Museum. It stayed in the ground for decades, and then it was given to the museum as a symbol of resistance, as a symbol of our heritage. So you can imagine how important it was when the general, just before the crucial moment, decided to bury the saber, because he knew that that's the most precious thing which he can give to the next generation. And then his family decided that this is so important for us Poles that it should be given to the museum. I hope that it will inspire you to learn more about the saber, to learn more about Polish heritage and culture, to learn more about our country, and to visit our country. Thank you so much. I keep my fingers crossed for you for tomorrow when you will pass your exam about the history of Polish saber, but also the history of the 303 Squadron. I'm with you, and I'm always here to give you more information about our history and heritage. And I'm very glad that all of you, young people from all over the world, from different parts of the globe, today learn about Poland. Thank you.